One dose solves any problem.
Let's play some DK.
We have much to destroy.
Ooh, interesting. I haven't played any of these actually. Druid, Warlock, Priest. Okay, what are we playing? Lucky Goose wants some Priest? Anyone else? I'm down to try DK Priest. Druid or Priest as well. Priest? Let's try some DK Priest. Cheese boy! Let's roll it. Papercraft is fine. Deathstrike is fine too. And I like Papercraft, to be honest. Baron draw is so important in this combination. Brochure is fine. I think it's actually a good card. Dredge? Firefly is fine too, but finding the key cards is worth it. Dredge isn't necessarily always to dredge, but it could be also to help you to your next draw. These are both fine. I think I prefer Queen's Guide. Not a fan of AMS. Okay, the question now is, are we going double blood or are we taking Handmaiden for draw? What do you guys like double blood? Holy crap, Hang, I just saw your Dungar. Mate. Double blood? Ah, let's do it. And one Frost. That eliminates us from Ghoul's Night. I think Sosia is a very good card, Droopy, yeah. It usually plays for a longer game. But I think it's a solid card. Well, it kind of depends on the rest of your deck for sure. Strike. I mean, they're both strike. I think we take Frost Strike though. It eliminates us from like Ghoul's Night and stuff, but we can go blood and then use Gorgon's Arm with the cheese. We do have a dragon. But just the one so far. Yeah, I think Sosia is an amazing card, but you are looking into double blood, which gives, I think, is a slight negative. Much less of a negative than it used to be. Go fly. Well, we did get remorseless in the end, so maybe fly was wrong, but these are bad. We'll just take plated. These are also really bad. We'll just take tar. Helm? Helm is solid. Some crazy double blood stuff. Let's take a bless. Corpse kill, yes please. That's a win con right there. Taskmaster or Initiation? Who likes Initiation? Was negative for double blood? Well, right now much less, right? But it's about eliminating stuff from the pool. Right now, because of being dual class and there not being like too much rainbow, it's not really that bad, but by going double blood one Frost, for example, I've eliminated Foam Render and Ghoul's Night from the pool, and by going vice versa, I would have eliminated Corpsicle and Frost Strike from the pool. Initiation for you. Seamstress also gets worse by going non-rainbow. So there are a few impacts, but I think in double class it's fine. The reason I'm also thinking Taskmaster is I do have Bless. Yeah, I'm going Task. I feel like Initiation's a little slow. Keychain. It was just twice major. I think I actually take Handler. Yeah, this deck is looking real good, Blazer. Premium Legendary, good curve. Some draw options, some clear options. I don't have double Soul Stealer yet. I think I'm going Handler. 1 Threads. Play the long game. Probably Cryo. Don't really like any of these. Do you guys feel like Funhouse Mirror isn't as good as it used to be and Dreadhound Handler is just a premium too? Oh, actually that's something I should have considered, Droopy, because it's a dragon for fly off the shelves. Still think that's such a bad card though, that 6. I already have double Helm Soul Stealer. I think I go Dreadhound. Another Threads or a Papercraft. I mean, we could play full control and use Corpsicle to win. Sounds like a plan. Snow Flurry for some extra oomph. Interesting. These are both really good. Hey, Nero. Stuffy with Corpsicle is really nice. Ram Commander's 3 corpses and double ping. And really good with Threads as well. Yeah, I'm going Ram. Harbinger or Tide Pool? I think we go Harbinger. Handler. I think we go Harbinger again. That's my draw potential, right? Just Knight Captain. Yeah, Swarm for Helm is interesting for sure. As well. Well, this deck is premium. I think it can play the long game well. I think what it will struggle against is mana cheat. We just hope we don't face huge mana cheat, basically. Interesting though. I have double Harbinger and Baron and Remorseless.
Who wants to play?
None shall escape my wrath.
I mean, I don't have like a lot and a lot, but I have a few more. So like, I think this deck would lose to like mana cheated, right? Like, it's sure I can Helm, and sure I can Threads, and sure I can Soul Stealer, but if I get hit by Trickster into Tsunami, or Trickster into Huddle, or Huddle into Huddle, it will struggle. I can also get rushed down with like Pings and Ghouls Knights and stuff, but I think it's a premium deck. Overall. A lot of early game, a lot of curve to help me not fall behind. Huge amount of premium early game as well. Triple Handler. As finishers, we have Cheese and Corpsicle. This one, Mickey? I think it's good. I think this is the best brochure by far. The immune is such a strong effect in Arena. Hey, Shadow Dragon. The Shaman one's solid too. The Druid one sucks. Like, this is like, just look at the quality, right? Like, my hand is all premium, basically. Yeah, the issue is with the swappy ones is always that you can't dictate which one you get. You can have an idea which one you're gonna have when, but they might play Travel Security on 7 and then this is the wrong way around, so... Probably want to coin Matriarch, to be honest. I guess I could coin the 2. Nah, let's just coin Matriarch. This is fine. Yeah, this deck looks pretty good, Stein. Bad card this? Nah. I got Frost Strike now. Like the brochure. Is it because of the Gilnea? What were they called? I remember there was like a 3/8 or an 8/3 Divine Shield one. Like for example, this is something I might struggle versus Hyrule Treasures. But we're slowly building a cheese in this game, so I should be fine anyway.
Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
Oh, because of the names, you mean, Mark?
Once was a man from Gilneas.
Okay, interesting. Do I even want the Remorseless? I was thinking something even like Frost Strike, Corpsicle, Queen's Guide, for example. I was hoping we get the trade.
My rule is eternal.
Not really an Eliza deck. With Corpsicle though, Marrow may be a little rougher. I think it's still Marrow though. Could even heal here if I wanted to, but just start going face. Yeah, I think this deck has both good tempo and both good ability to last long kind of thing. Alright, let's get this coffee going. That's what I went to do. I get stuck with it open here, ready to pour, and I don't. Alright, I mean, we're like one turn away from Soul Stealer, so... I didn't even... I never even looked at the names, Mark. I look at it and I go, Immuni one and Silency one. I don't even know what it's called. Okay, one of them's targeted, so what, Vampiric? We're thinking... Crusty. Krusty's a little better. I could handler brochure into this. One off from killing it.
Let's see, what do I do?
I'll take Helm. This might be my cheese turn, honestly. The issue with going for the cheese is they could have Book of the Dead or something, which kind of scares me.
My rage is not found inside.
Let's do this. They can kill the 4/4 if they want, but it will die. And if they go face with it, I can kill it with a Corpsicle. You know, those things don't never work in my OBS, Stein, so I just get Zeresha typing S exclamation mark Okay. Another two. Okay. So we could do like the Corpsicle. We could even Remorseless trade. But even Soul Stealer. I have a few options. Helm. Threads plus Corpsicle. Maybe, SG. Maybe. I still think they have. I'm gonna keep holding on to this a little bit. The correct play might be to cheese there, but because I know they have a treasure they're holding back, which might be book, and then this deck doesn't really have another refill, I'm gonna hold it off a little bit. Those are a couple of good hits. I might honestly have the Soul Stealer. Good Helm left. Yeah, those are pretty good. Helm left. Those are kind of do nothing and accept. Poop face. We are slowly running out of stuff, but my cheese is going to be a big impact, even if I can hold it for 10s. I'm mostly just scared of this treasure, because they could have...
I hope this fits on the
Like, they knew I had cheese, so they probably choose something like book or the snakes or anything like that, and playing it doesn't really stop that. They have a treasure they're just holding back, Nero, that they picked after they knew I had cheese. I don't think cheese goes above 10, no. Probably worth a brochure, this, right? They're also kind of slowly dying, right? What if this is my cheese turn? Lethal.
Special edition.
Yeah, these two are high roll. Really close. As I said, snakes. Gives me 3 corpses though to set up lethal, which was sort of my thinking. Would have been lethal if we played it first. The cheese.
Don't worry, it looks great.
Would it have?
Talk, little Death Knight.
We remorseless Corpsicle, I think. Question is, do I threads for the clear? It's not even worth it, right? Thread skills Poison Boy, basically. And the 3-2, right? 2 mana kill these two. And I have a Soul Stealer. We should be alright anyway. Soul Stealer for corpses into Corpse Kill twice, for example. They need to heal here. Time for their Kurma. Buckler? Okay. Yeah, they're basically looking for heal. Tells me that Buckler is one of their cheapest cards.
What is your wisdom?
Yeah, it could be worth it. Mythos because of Seamstress. I don't mind because I have a Soul Stealer, basically.
Talk, little Death Knight.
Soul Stealer is one of the inconsequential ones because if you're locking yourself into double blood, I think it's fine. My biggest issue is the ones that went down from 2 to 1 rather than ones that went from 3 to 2. I don't mind Marrow and Soul Stealer being 2. I mind more Necrotic Hema Frost being 1. And no Muncher, Asphyxia Yada being no rune. Those were the rougher ones, in my opinion. And Mograine, right? Triple is rare nowadays. Oh, you mean in the pool? Yeah, I thought you meant in general, because in general there also aren't any others, Mark. Right? It's just a rarity now.
To his company. The cold tooth mine.
Right, like triple Unholy, wasn't that always just Grave Strength, for example? And triple Frost is now what, Frostworm's Fury only? Pretty solid, but it also does take up their whole turn, so...
Comes down the cold. Snivel is here.
Frostworm's Fury is really good, but I don't think good enough to lock triple Frost necessarily anymore. And then, for example, keeping Horn of Winter double Frost feels so weird to me. Again, Horn is a solid card, but I mean, Frost Strike going down to 1. I think I Helm.
Shatter their bones.
Could do like a heal, ignore, play Snow Flurry.
Shatter their bones. Not my best day on the job. Snivel is here.
Everything always should be taken in retrospect. Nowadays, because of dual class, for example, I think locking runes has the least effect because you always have a second class to lean on. You're only getting like half the cards from the one class, for example.
Snivel is here.
Hey, XF.
A frozen treat as sweet as me.
Shatter their
haven't seen Possessi in a while. That's true. What set is Possessi from? That hasn't been in ages. That used to be like premium. Nah, you've been having so much trouble, Hango, recently. Recently and beyond, even. Hoft? Oh, Hall of Fame? They got Hall of Famed? What? Was it that good? Poor Possessi. That's a world champion card. Harpsichord. Who thinks freezing trap? Poop face. What am I doing here? I think freezing, dude.
Death calls.
Yeah, I don't remember you mentioning you had a lot, Hango. I'm sorry, though. Fake freezing? They purposely played Dunbalder Bridge to draw a secret and then played it here.
My rule is eternal.
Find another snack.
I have but little time.
If you don't attack, how will you trigger it later? Well, Double Dread Hound is away. This is away as well. Like, look how out of their way they're going. 5 mana waste Dragonbane. I probably have to do it now, though. At least I get to replay it.
Sickly sweet.
Man, this this feels so bad. Let's stick to the plan, though, right? I mean, slow and steady wins the race, I guess. Maybe. Although, however, Arsha wins sexy, though. Arsha wins sexy, though. I mean, I'm gonna burn a card, but thank you. Remember, they have Leok. They've got Leok. You can't really generalize like that, I think, anymore.
Death calls.
Oh, Path of Arthas, Dan. That makes sense.
My soul belongs
Rainbow's good sometimes. I think Unholy is better than Frost right now, though, I would say. Depends what you get, because Frost, Harbinger, and Corpsica are really good, but Ghoul's Knight with Horizon's Edge and Foam Render, those are Unholy. Hey, Mirana. Pretty solid today, I'd say. Pretty solid today, I'd say. Trading. No, as in Ghoul's Night is what I would be talking about.
Linked together in harmony.
Could be Rat Trap. No, I've played 3 cards.
Can't go round, gotta go through.
Yeah. Ghoul's Night and Foam Render are unholy though. And then Horizon's Edge is very good with those cards, right? Or Ghoul's as well with Foam as well, kind of thing. Yeah, I can keep chipping away with corpse, okay? You know, if they're not killing me. And just keep generating corpses, right? We don't have a cheese building in our hand, but yeah, Seamstress is also better with Rush, which is unholy, right? Okay, so that one has always has the 5 mana in it, and they actually chose not to dredge the 4 mana card. Slowly keep burning them down. Nine is great. 3/3/3. Rush should be for us. It makes sense. Yeah. When we drafted this, we said, right? Double win con. Only 1 minion. That has to be the saddest cliff dive I've seen, man. And this is already a sad card.
We do what the living cannot.
I don't want to heal this, but do I really care?
A frozen treat as sweet as me. A frozen treat as sweet as me.
This deck can hold for a while, and then just burn them down over time. Nowadays,
versus Jaina.
in especially combinations like this.
The past is dead.
I think this is a deck where you do keep Ram Commander, Pings and Corpses. Dreadhound Handler is better, I was gonna say, but Dreadhound Handler remains pretty solid. Okay. Might honestly now not play Ram. Or I could play Ram and then go Papercraft plus 1/1.
Never bring a sword to a fish fight.
We'll just go Baron next turn. The most important thing in a deck like this is to always try to get to a position where you're not behind until you start having multiple answers, and then you can learn to manage how far behind you accept falling versus how quickly you can generate your ways of winning. Be it chipping away with Corpsicles and saying, listen, I need to cast Corpsicle 7 times, and therefore I have 3 full clears, I can maybe wait 2 turns for the Soul Stealer, etc. 6 spells, by the way. One of which was coin, I guess. So their hand has 1 minion in it.
Can't go round, don't go through.
Right, I think this infographic also shows the coin. Well, that minion isn't Trickster. I think we're gonna honestly have to just pass and do nothing. That's what they're doing, right? We'll start our game plan. We have 7 more to go, plus 1 damage. Maybe 6 more if I chip away with the 1/1s. But it's likely I get 1 damage in from the Reborn here, leaving me with 7 of this. Now I can't test.
Let's see, what do I do?
How much mana you feel a card that says spend up to 7 cards to summon a random minion for each card spent? Nothing, Funcality. Don't design those cards. Horrible design. 7 million. I don't have any more draw from this. I think it is actually Eliza, even though I don't think it's an Eliza deck. If you say a Nightmare Sanctus enter into the location, what happens? Interesting. I don't know.
Your souls belong.
Would be fine if a legendary could give you it, though? No, it wouldn't. It just wouldn't. Creating situations in which your opponent has to top deck Soul Stealer or lose is just dumb. I would honestly assume that the Nightmare effect stops working. Yeah, this draw was phenomenal for me. By the way.
A frozen treat as sweet as me. Nothing can catch my eye.
Let me know, Elrich, I'm curious. I assume if you end it as a location, you keep the stats, but the kill it at start of turn doesn't work. But I think if you change it back into a minion, it might actually persist. As in, you didn't start your turn, so we won't know if it destroys the location somehow either, right? They have a barrier. I can go through barrier. That's fine.
Swim back from whence you came.
Blink together in harmony.
Yeah, you won't see the effect, I think, on the location. What game mechanics, past or present, do you think you've enjoyed playing the most in Arena? I mean, Murdoch Holmes is my most favorite card. No, I mean, I don't have an answer because they're so niche, Elrich. That's why I always say, like, educational stream, yada yada, because I still discover new interactions now.
Find another snack.
I require more mana.
Can't stand the cold.
I don't know. What mechanics? Honestly, Robo, I think now I understood your question a little better. I would say that I like all mechanics except Quick Draw and Joust. I think Quick Draw was implemented better than I assumed it was going to be. But mostly what I hate is that there's always at least one, and usually more, but at least one horribly designed card around each mechanic. Smart play from them. Right, so usually it's the card I hate, not the mechanic. I think the mechanics are usually pretty cool.
My rule is eternal.
Inedible.
We do what the living cannot.
My dreadful prey blood.
We're in trouble. I actually think, by the way. A really nice play from them. I can need about 12 as is. I'm hoping that the Thessarian gives me the extra 2. I know I could have gone face with my minions, but at the range I was, I could have dealt 6 damage to their face with minions because I missed 2, then 4, and they would have healed 8. They would have healed 8. There's the Two-Face.
We do what the living cannot.
My blood boils for war.
When checking out the leaderboard, it says you have 14. I have 12. Do you know if this ever gets updated to reset to 0? Where are you checking that, Johnny?
Molded in my...
Where are you seeing that, Johnny? 'Cause I can't really answer you unless I know. Oh, H is Guru. No, it never got a reset, but HS Guru only uses live leaderboards. And there has only been 14. So, you missed 2, I missed none. Unless it also counts multi-server. I used to multi-server before. That might be a part of the effect. First 2 seasons, maybe I multi-servered.
We do what the living cannot.
Tough game. Well, they played really well. I think so did we, but... started planning those corpsicle damage out ages back. And then they really saved themselves with the Sleet Skater play, which was amazing play. And we took the Caesarean and was hoping for a little bit. Very nice.
King versus VO7 TRON. All systems are go.
None shall escape my wrath.
Alright. You had a chance to 5-hit against Skater? What do you mean, 5-hit against Skater?
It would seem we're out of time.
Like preemptively, I mean? Penny. I'll be honest, I didn't think about the nightmare. I was like, if they Sleet Skater, they get 2, it's fine. I didn't even consider the nightmare on it. I did think about Sleet, but I didn't care if they gained 4, so I could play through it. The reason I like keeping the minions is I like keeping my opponent having to deal with board, because there's a breakpoint where I'd be able to push through the barrier to deal more damage. And then there's also a breakpoint where they realize they're dying to corpsicle, and they try to kill me faster, which they can do with Ysera Nightmares for sure. So I like to keep them needing to spend mana to make sure I don't skip the barrier breakpoint, making it harder for them to reach the burn me down faster breakpoint.
Feel your blood run cold.
Okay. That's like what I was juggling in my head, basically. That's actually a good turn for Cryopractor, by the way. I was already thinking about not attacking, it just gives me an extra reason not to get the Unfrozen. And I know I want to draw the Frost spell so I can start corpsicling their face with all of these handlers, but it's not guaranteed corpsicle. If they kill this, I still get a 1-1 that gets to go back in. Okay, they're gonna Hero Power it and try to do the same thing, I would say. Play it again. Now I probably risk going face. Double Hunter, even more so. We start with this. It's freezing, it's fine. The other one is... we don't know.
Chill out.
So it could be Bargain Bin, which gives them draw. Hey, Kulak. Hey, you were already here, weren't you, Kulak? Should have actually pubbed this because of cleave. I'm doing alright, man. Actually doesn't matter too much because workshop mishap still clears. Actually getting quite close. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, off you go then. Take care. This deck is actually quite interesting. Oh, you had to go on your back. Well, welcome. We have actually quite an interesting deck here. First of all, we've got Priest. You don't see Priest very often. Secondly, even though it's DK, I feel like it's not the typical DK that we come to all hate. It's still DK, but it's not no double Horizons, Edge Ghouls, Night stuff, which seems to be the most common, and not Foam Render even, which seems to be the next most common.
It would seem we're out of time.
The citadel stands strong.
I was thinking about heal, but
Let's see.
we got the
What
two.
do I need?
Okay, I don't want these two cards. I don't really want Helm either because I want to keep up the pressure. But the other cards aren't helping me keep up the pressure. To be fair, Taskmaster with Bless could have been an interesting lethal potential. I'm more looking at Snowflyer right now. And the Helm could just... The Helm answers them trying to survive or play a minion to then survive. Which I like dealing with. You do not want to be starting with a jackpot there, Ducks. That's not a good situation to be in. None of them are playable, right? They're just unplayable. There's the workshop. With his eyes closed though, please, am I right? Am I right?
A frozen treat as sweet as me.
Oh, actually, you're right, Major. Interesting. How badly do I want to cycle? Very right. Nice Ketchuki as well. I'll play Tar just to set up a 5-5 for next turn. What does that mean? Oh. Interesting, actually. Opponent double huddle and then ruined you. Having fun, Mirana? No, that's on -1 Aimplex. Because it gets unfrozen. I mean, it could be if they like AoE it away, but I'll take the risk.
Coil scars. Stay alert.
Okay, so -1. Although they might not have hero powered it. But yes, -1. Threads? Trade. Threads. Trade. 1 AoE, 2 AoE, 3 AoE, 4 AoE.
My rule is eternal.
I think I threads next turn.
Sickly?
This one, I kinda like it. I kinda like it. Order. Yeah, I guess I would have corpsicled instead, right? XF, true. Discover first. The thing is, right? If it hit the Dreadhound, I would have just played it. But that's why I was thinking Helm first. I wouldn't have even bothered killing one. I would have just passed. Played the 6/6. Because now I can threads in a way that probably the 6 goes face. This stays a 0/5. They're probably confused right now. They thought I would get 2. Yeah, it's interesting, right? XF. Like, I'm not trying to tell you your line was wrong. It's one of those where both of them have an order potential. Maybe you're right though. That it's more likely for your line to be better order. Azure Dust Row.
Escape my fury.
Coining Queensguard is solid, but we did just pick up the keychain, so let's try something like this instead. Potential. Goldray, potential. Good curve. So there is actually thoughts to Geomancer in a deck like this. But I think Drink Server is just fine. The drinks could be a lot more impactful. I was gonna Harbinger, but I think this does so much work here. It's weird, but I think the Handler represents potentially an extra 2 damage. Face. Because now I can push these face, play Baron, let them figure out trades. Right, this is where... it's weird, but the Handler here represents already on turn 2, even though I'm going seconds, a turning point towards me going face. Right? So now, for example, I'm likely to start going face rather than trading. Because they play a 3-4, I ignore it, let them trade because I start going wider, it gets harder and harder for them to deal, and I'm just fine with that. I enjoy the weekend then, Ship, yeah?
The citadel stands strong.
Now we want to be the aggressor. Especially with them not having a 3. Wherever they trade, unless they also have an AoE, we should be able to clean up and keep pushing. If they full clear otherwise, say play a taunt, we can always coin KC and start getting ahead with that.
A limited time offer.
Okay, so with the Matriarch though, is it still worth the KC? Gives them things like Tooth. It's a little awkward. My next turn is also awkward. Yeah, I could Threads Harbinger as well. Interesting. I think I just forced them to have the answer. The reason I don't like this as much is the fact that he used up my coin. Davidu! Coming in with the new Prime. Cheers, David. Thank you so much for the Prime. Hope you're enjoying the run.
One person's treasure is my treasure.
Yeah, the thing is in this deck, I need to make sure I'm not greeding these. How the power level has changed. Ooh. That helps my curve. Okay.
Blink together in harmony.
I think now I go for the clear. Because I get the free heal, bringing this up to 4 health, playing around the 3 damage breakpoints that Rogue usually has, I like it. It's my favorite class. I love changing it up mostly, Kulek. But it's more like I'm not the biggest fan of Demon Hunter, although I haven't really hated it in recent metas. Why is the stupid name? That could be a 4 if they hit a pirate, but they're still taking 6. And they don't hit a pirate, so they're probably pissed off now. Best use of that emote I've seen. Yeah, now we just do this. And we put the pressure on. This is like a dad and all the children are his favorite. Yes, except Demon. Yes, Dinero, exactly. What's your MMR, Vertuz? Surely you're at like 20,000. RDU is great. Hey, Nillos. Really cool Sea Breeze. I assume they're looking for Book of the Dead. They don't have enough mana for Snaky Boys. They could also look for Vampiric. Looks like they didn't hit one of those 3, so they're thinking about what other card they want right now. Don't usually watch you live because of time zone differences in work. Fair. Watch your stuff on YouTube to try and get better at Arena. Great to hear. I hope you glean something from it and enjoy the content, David. Pausing between picks, checking what I'd pick and stuff. That's a great way of learning for sure. Last time I was disinvested in Hearthstone was during 4 Cinemas Trump Hafu. Seeing me in the same paragraph, David, is a phenomenal honor. Well, lovely to have you here and really appreciate the support, David. Really, really. So, thank you. It goes a long way to help keeping me make those YouTube videos you can pause and check the pics for. Would you rather be a pirate or a cowboy? I'm already a pirate cowboy, so that's a tough choice, 6. 9.2. 9.2 is pretty good though, Vertus. I think once you reach a certain point, you're all in the same pool with everyone. I think solid curve with Eudora goes a long way, Canny, but I actually had super smork on in this one, right? Like, this is turn 7.
Well played.
Not even sure they drew that badly, honestly. Well, actually, yeah, a little bit. They had a bad turn 3, whilst I actually had a 1, 2, 3, right? So yeah, I think so, has to, right? They had some solid cards. I'm feeling that very educational in this one. It's... When I talk about game plans and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, sometimes I look at a game and I look at it as who has initiative, and usually the person who goes first has initiative, and the person who has initiative gets to push more face damage. Interesting. I think I might coin 3 to get this going quicker. By going 1 after your opponent doesn't have a 1 and then playing Dreadhound Handler and value trading, you immediately get initiative on your end. And although your opponent has extra mana on every turn, you have the board initiative. And in a deck who has in a deck that has 2 win cons, essentially cheese or corpsicle. Going down the burn line, knowing I have Harbinger of Winter in hand, knowing that it has a chance to draw me Corpsicle, and knowing the longer I wait, the more I can tutor Corpsicle from it, the more likely I am to get a Corpsicle finisher. I think I fall behind. I have initiative to come back. Yeah, Major. What's the worst? You know not to bother again. They hit it with the cons play. But like I said, Kenny, when they had the cons, I said if they do have... wherever they trade on that board, I have the weights to go back in. And if they do have a full AoE, then I have the nice captain swing, right? Go for it, Blazer. Hey, Nogard. I am from the special land of Narnia. Originally from Malta, living in England. Yeah, for example, Kenny. I did KC the 2-3. Agency is less about game planning, I would say. I don't think so, because I'm very likely to be punished there, Diana. Me value trading the 2-2 lets them do the same thing back to me. And I open up the realm to punishes in a class that's more likely to have pings. Mage. Are you both so handsome and good at Hearthstone by being neither, Blazer, by the way? I don't even know if it's worth the brochure yet. Because I could trade Frost Strike. I guess it might be. I think I can get a better immune though. Let's start with this. Neville's no guard. Damn. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's see what else I missed. I'll get to agency in a little bit, Phil. Hey, that was you, Azud. GG. I have a pretty solid deck. I'm really sorry for that. He was nuts but enjoyable all the same. I don't know him personally, no guy, but when I started streaming, a few people came in here. Actually, a year into streaming, people that actually knew him came in here, said he moved on to like some marketing and stuff. So to answer you, Diana, that was a way they could have punished that value trade, and they actually did have the punish. So, agency, for me personally, to answer you, Phil, is about the ability of the player to impact the game. And I'm mentioning it a lot recently because a lot of card design has moved towards lower agency. Things like Huddle Up are so low agency, they require no setup, no planning, only for you to be a mage. And they might swing the board single-handedly without needing to do anything else.
Neville claims the cold blue
not sure about that one. Never have so far, Kulak. Got a pretty bad early draw. Yeah, Canny thought so. The thing is, 2 random mage spells when they probably also have Sleet Skater. I'll trade. Just looking at my hand, it's not really finishing the game quick enough. Unfortunately.
Linked together in harmony.
Stand the car.
Neville's was crazy, yeah. He had a very thick Maltese accent compared to me, I think. Ouch. That is potentially losing.
Coil Star, stay alert.
Bad draw. A showman through and through. That's like -1 draw, essentially. Yeah. I don't know him personally, but people said he moved on from streaming. I used to watch him before. Like, I used to play Constructed and watch Twitch when I was at uni studying. All the time, in fact. But I didn't even have a Twitch account. I didn't interact in chat either. I think I have to silence this, right? I stopped playing Hearthstone and being on Twitch. I think we have to go for 9s. I just need a tempo. For like 4 years, when I came back, he wasn't there. How does it feel to be the 7th most popular Hearthstone streamer? 7? There's 6 others. Oh no. Decent turn? Yeah. It's kind of the second win con that we spoke about in this deck, right? I thought 600 you should stop 4, Giga. 6, 12, 18, 9, 20, 21, 25.
Feel your blood run cold.
Second most popular non-BG. So who are the 6 above? I'm curious. RDU, Tice, are they on? JJ, Zorgo, and RDU. Fair.
King versus
Here goes a surprise.
I will fight with honor.
You could not stop me then.
In this deck, Shere Khan.
Stop me now.
So, on turn 1, this would be Brochure. On turn 2 would be the other side, right? Let's keep Queen's Guide. I'm waiting just in case, Shere Khan. I don't mind coining Queen's Guard with the Priest Hero power because I can heal. Those stream at different times though, Nilo. Now we have another option anyway. So, Sherika, I don't know if you heard me, but I said the best are probably like 6s and 8s maybe, but as in the chance to high roll for that cost. But typically you should play Cheese Wedge, giving you the best chance to win, and in most decks that's like 3 or 4, maybe 6 at most. In this deck in particular, it just plays the long game. So I can afford to hold back since most of my plays are about stall, and the big swing is hugely important. By the way, I think that Shadow Step's a mistake from them. Maybe not anymore. I can see maybe why they did it. No. I want a cheese, but stopping their heal is important. Okay, this is a burn plan. Yeah, maybe they did it for the Rashi, by the way, which might make sense. If they don't have another cheap card to go with it. Activates that, for example. So if they clear, I should be able to get 3 corpses using the Dreadhound handler, so I think it's time. Does that still ever win? Well, if your other option was to just play a 3-2 the next turn, but keep a 3-3 on board, it actually nets you technically an extra Dragon Discover.
Mount up!
Threads? Not worth it. I'll keep chipping away at face. Reaching a position where KC Corpsicle might be lethal with my 1-1. Now threads. Probably. Whatever happens, I want a Corpsicle face. Don't care what else happens. Just stuff to generate corpses. Threads was a full clear. I mean, you mean with like Helm and stuff? I mean, I don't care about that though, right? You don't need to look at everything as always being like a full clear. For me, the threads there is about generating a corpse, stalling, and setting up lethal. I want to win, not clear. The turn before... Again, yes, but it doesn't let me push the Two-Face with Remorseless whilst pushing the Two-Face with my 2-2, right? The entire idea was this. I want to win here. Pushing 4, especially when they were at a 3x plus 1 health total, is very important because it nets me 2 free turns. 2 turns closer to winning. Well, we got both our win cons though, Kenny. I think I'm holding. I think I want cheese ASAP. 8 is about as good as it gets, but don't be blue or give any damn since playing it too late. We'll leave your board in debris. Did they really just do that? Let's go. And now we've got our... Here's struck cold. Yes, thank you. Now we're starting to bag it.
You fight me, you get burned.
Perfect. We'll stick with our plan. I'll stick with my plan. That thing can punish me. Baguette. Baguette. Helm is also really good here because 50% of my minions are rush and it unsays a 4-drop really well. 4/4/4, push 2-face, get a buff anyway, right? This is the kind of huge swing that helps with tempo. So I want to try and maintain as much tempo as I can. Try to get the Corpsicle win con. And if not, interesting. So I could do double too, but whatever I want to do, I want to heal this back. I want to punish them for spending 2 mana pinging this. Because they just took the route that's telling me that they're going to try and get a swing turn later, but are able to spend 4 mana to skill this. So I have 2 options. I either go Dreadhound Papercraft heal or I go Taskmaster buff this. I like this right now. I don't really like sharing that so much, no guard. And the reason I prefer this is these 2 are better buffs for the Helm, and this has initiative. Okay. So, this is telling me that they are already feeling pressured and have a potentially clunky hand. Do I care? Enough to kill it and make use of the freeze. I think playstyle-wise... there isn't that much difference. Although... it's hard to fully say. Buff out of 3 range. Way back when, it used to be that EU and NA were very close and Asia was extremely aggressive. I don't think my opponents are really very slow, Kenny. It's just that my deck is so fast with the handlers. I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're a little too far off. What if I cheese? This probably is my cheese.
Death calls.
Then. Discover first. Maybe I don't even end up discovering. It's very normal though for people to hero power on 2, I feel nowadays. I do it a lot for sure. But yeah, nobody has matched my tempo, I will say.
The citadel stands strong.
Chill out!
Never is here.
I think right now there's a lot of like vanilla 2s, and it's actually better to skip them and get a better card. If you know play a lot of minions, best way to trade low health minion. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. So the reason I'm fine, by the way, using up the cheese 1-1 is that I have my other win con, the Corpsicle, which I think I have to use to kill Razzle Dazzle. Yeah, but I feel like I lose controlling the board gambling, because apart from the fact that their game plan is probably better at controlling the board, as we've seen, at controlling the board by using the board is what I should say. They're playing cards like Huddle Up whilst having a Chadgar weapon. Starting to try to match the power they're outputting is losing, because they're playing, I don't know, Fireball and 25 mana worth of minions on turn 7. I can't do that. So although I can try to get value on the board, they'll just run me out of the game in 3 turns for sure. So I'll let them dictate the trades by pressuring them, forcing them to take the trades because they can't kill me fast enough, and then try to use something like a Remorseless to come back, or whatever else I got. So I didn't have to kill the 4/4, can he? But I'm scared of Brew, and they are at 23. So
Our time is almost up.
Soul Stealer. Could look for Blizzard. This? No, I've seen better for sure, but it's a very good deck. I think I have to gamble on hitting Blizzard for stall. Like, Remorseless is just not cutting it, although it is stopping 3, 6, 7, 8 damage. And still Remorseless after, at worst.
A frozen treat as sweet as me.
Man, like, do I have a Remorseless Frost Strike now? And lose this? I'm gonna try do this to clean up. Maybe I pray that they have some rougher cards. They have another Sleet, so going the face route is not winning me the game, I think.
100% green, fake gold.
Oh, I bet you they thought that it was Huddle Up. Holy moly. Jeez Louise. My god, the exiled mate. Like, what deck are you even playing?
What happened to no one left behind?
Yeah, I know, another Sleet. Lord almighty, dude. Oh no, now that could be counter as well. No, because they're rogue gambling, and this says... No, this says non-rogue, so no, not anymore. Hello? Solid turn. Yeah, I only went through Chadgar, Contraband, and double Huddle-Up and double Sleet Skater so far.
Coil Scar, stay alert.
Come on, one more. Just don't Flame Strike this one, come on. Mirror Entity. Or Barrier, actually. Still not good for me.
My rule is eternal.
The thing is, I lose if this gets countered. The other issue as well is they're always pushing the 8. Okay. I can't test. It's part of the issue. So we need to tutor our next draw. I need to heal.
Link together in
I need to taunt to stop lethal. I need to tutor my next draw.
Let's see.
And set up some armor. Probably dead. 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 2 spells for sure. 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 7. I probably needed a Soul Stealer to answer their previous boards. But yeah, I was Chadgar into Huddle Up curve, right?
The Lich King versus Valera.
I make my own luck.
None shall escape my wrath.
Alright. Let's go. I'm thinking about it, by the way, in that last game. If my opponent also didn't high roll their second random Huddle Up by getting an 8-8, that 8-8 represented 16 damage to my face. My opponent's remaining hand was Char Fireball, and they were out of the Chadgar weapon. I think that might have actually won us the game. Sucks to draw both Frost spells with this. I have Frost Strike. Still a little annoying, but... Yeah, Tatum. Can play the long game now.
My rule is eternal.
Just Ellie? I would normally say yes, but I don't think so, not in this deck. And then do what? tempo it out by playing AoE into threads, into threads, into threads. No, I think you do this. My hand is screaming play the longer game, unfortunately. It's not like I'm burning them down with corpse kills. I just don't really have follow-ups. Rogue can definitely put off a deck of cheap cards. Yeah, nowadays I think when you look at the graph at the bottom, it is so not representative of your actual curve. Yeah, that is pretty crap, hey. Some of the worst you can get.
A frozen treat as sweet as me.
Yes, hey.
What's sharper, your wits or your blades?
I was just thinking whether I should still trade Hango, but...
You have the king's good graces.
Blades are sharper, confirmed. Recon. Gilnea's brochure coming. Gilneas. Ready, set. Testing dummy. Maida. Means which switch healing to damage. Not the one that I can think of. I don't really have one I'd like to try in particular. I think I'd rather cycle.
What's sharper, your wits or your blades?
I could even double trade, but it's a lot of damage. 6 I'm not missing here. I don't even know what movies and songs are from the 80s, Phil. I never look at things like that. I was like, wait, how are they going face? Chad. Giga Chad. Giga Chad. I think that I would have hit the other thing though. Is Rick Astley from the 80s? That's a nice song actually.
Let's see, what do I do?
Do I need more clears? Not really, but Bon Jovi? I thought Bon Jovi was 90s. I like Bon Jovi as well. Is Duran Duran 80s? Like the Hungry Like the Wolf stuff? Definitely 80s?
We summon not you.
Those are some good stuff. I helm this? It stays alive, I guess. Of course.
My rule is
I don't
eternal.
even know what to do here. I think Helm and Dreadhound, honestly. Oh, Remorse? I'll push 2. This dies to Remorseless, as does the 2/2 which comes out, so I can do it next turn. Old Bon Jovi hits. There was a period of time where I really liked the Bon Jovi stuff. I haven't listened to Bon Jovi in quite a long while, I want to say now, though. I think it's time. Making sure I don't burn a card. Living on a Prayer, right, was one of them. These are 80s stuff. I haven't listened to some 80s. So what about like
No idea what I'm capable of.
like Def Leppard, Steel Panther, those 80s, 90s? What about Iron Maiden, 90s? '80s? Yeah, so this is some of the good music then. Oh, Steel Panther is an 80s worship band. Sense makes. Guitar Hero streams. What about like Def Leppard then? Am I soul stealering here, guys? We could always threads on Ixia, right? Eating threads. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. It's not enough, right?
Death calls.
Bump. Then threads. Bump.
Little time.
Try that. I don't want to use the corpses on freezing. Def Leppard is the world's best 7-hand. Dude, can he? After I stopped listening to Def Leppard, like a couple of years later, not stopped like never listened to them again, but I used to listen to them a lot more. I found out about the drummer and I blew my mind. I thought it was impossible. I thought people were freaking kecking me, dude. I had to go back and realize that in every video I ever watched, I always missed it. For like years. I was mind blown. I had newfound appreciation, dude, for every single one. I was sincerely mind blown, man. I think I just pass.
My rule is eternal.
I could fly off the shelves, Knight Captain. Or I could set up a Soul Stealer. I am not even close to racist. Throw Corpsicle face. Okay. The thing is, nobody would have told you that Fortnite fish, so really weird first message. I'm the kind of person that will really speak up against trolling. So keep that in mind.
Your souls belong.
This guy is dredging my entire deck. How many of these do they have? Is this card good all of a sudden? Surely it isn't, right? Need to start healing. Yeah, someone came in here and told me that they wanted to tell me that they couldn't bear to watch my stream because they were they were really trying to watch my stream, but they couldn't because of my skibbity accent. They didn't even have to say anything, dude. They didn't even have to say anything. They could have just said nothing.
Who is next on the chopping block? Oh!
Swim back from whence you came.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, same thing, Kaija. It's more about the funny story now. Oh my god, dude, this is the second time it's happened to me today. Punished by Troll Centurion. I don't even think of this card anymore. Oh no. No.
Off with the fence!
Can't stand the cold.
Unbanned Swookie.
Frostmourne hungers.
I've unbanned a few people recently who were very apologetic in unban requests. Freedom for Swickster. It was like trolling for 3 times. I couldn't deal with it anymore afterwards. My brain hurt too much. Oh no, 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 no. No way. What a scam game. What a scam game. This is the kind of game that's just purely dumb. You play around every single 6 and 3 damage breakpoint and into a Troll Centurion top deck Thistle double discover perfect 3 mana 3 damage face. How dumb.
The Lich King.
That's just dumb. They had to high roll the matriarch
Is dead.
whilst top decking Thistle and then discovering Lethal and also having Centurion with me buffing my Knight Captain, which should be the correct play. I mean, the Centurion isn't a luck thing, it's like a what the hell thing, but can we just win a game? Yeah, no problem. I'll try my best, Psycho. Actually, scratch that. I'll win a game. You'll lose your next game. Never leave 8 health ever again. Nah, it's just correct though, right, Callie? Plays around all the double 3s and all the 6 damage breakpoints over there. The Giga Chat arrive at 0-2 or anything. I think we were always supposedly winning the previous one. I'm that kind of person, -1, you know? I'm very nice and positive and stuff like that, but I grew up learning that you're walked over more often in that kind of situation. So I just clap back, dude. Show me your cheeks and I'll clap them twice over, mate.
Feel your blood run cold.
I think it's also educational to them in a way. Because sometimes people have a false sense of confidence, I call it. I think it's important to sort of show them that you are contested in the world. I think I actually value the heal here. Because this 4-4 is doing a lot of work. Why do you have racist subs? Here we go. Hey, thank you for the gifted, man. I'm sure Fortnite Fish will be a lovely person. I always think this, right? Sometimes people, I'm not talking about you, Fortnite Fish, by the way, just in general, sometimes people come across strongly as well, and there's like cultural difference, and there's joking, and there's people having a bad day. People deserve a chance as well. But hey, thank you, TG, for the gifted sub. Oh, Lord Major. That's not good, by the way. We'll see, Leo. You never know, maybe we go 7 hours on these last 5 games, right? Because I rope every turn, no mega slow. Any Rians take 5 min? Any Rians take 5 minutes? or whatever it was, anyway. Any Rians take 5 minutes? Any Rians take 5 minutes? Who remembers that one? Do you remember the Enerian's voice? I'm pretty sure I saved that one. Wait, I'm pretty sure I saved that one. Enerians? Oh my, I have so many screenshots here. Oh, that's Hayes Paradox Interactive. You guys remember these? Can you guys see this? Oh, you like giving theirs 2 health? That's an interesting one. I like pushing max damage a little more. What's happening here? Can you see the thing I linked you? Yes. Do I have any others? Let's see. The obvious, Major.
The Lich King versus Scarlet.
Those are just sweet reminders. We just keep these 2, right? You know what happened in that game, Nero? That was the game where Cosmic actually started the largest hype train I had on this channel, and I was thanking everyone, and that was their reply. Nice touch. Nice touch already there. They just make me laugh, by the way. The biggest raid I got was in January 2022 from Tice. It was in the time where Summit was also around. No, he raided me with like 2.4k, hey? Once. A very long time ago. I don't need to copy it. Hey, Buffalo. Buffalo, that's a turkey mug. Thank you for the 18, man. Thank you so much. Summit played Hearthstone Arena for a month or so, Shanks, and he raided Red and Colst and Tice and a few other people. They chose not to take the damage. Huh? Let's see what Elmo's cooked up here. Let's see what Elmo's cooked up. No, you have to share either the image itself or tell me where you posted it, because that will just try to open it. That will just try to open it in my browser for me. I have to stay relogging in and everything. There you go, another turkey mug. Your prime's back. Your prime's back. I need to kill this. Obviously, the obvious I think it was, TG. Intended to be, at least I should say. Afraid I don't have a weapon. This next turn, yo, we've got a hype train going as well. Alright, whatever. Changed my mind a little bit. Baby Rage, you're welcome. Baby Rage right back. And this is another new mug, MB with the red one. Thank you for the 9 months. Thank you, peeps. Thank you so much. Oh, there he is. What's with the Wii menu, mate? What the hell is that? You're right in the head, Elmo! I saw it. You just had to tell me which Discord channel it was. I tried the funny one, obviously. Oh my god. I don't have it set up to play it on stream. I purposely have the stream set up to not be able to show anything.
I'll write that down.
Oh, that's fine. They get, what, another siren song? Sure. We have like some sweet bless plays.
Snibble is here.
I think I just have to assume that I can't really do anything here. This is a really awkward hand for this deck, actually. No bueno at all. No bueno at all. I might have to try and honestly go like scrap, bless, mark. Ooh, remorseless though. Okay, we'll do that first. Because I get this kill. Okay. I really want to do the scrap, bless, mark. I think I'm holding it. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from hand, right? And we have Soul Sealer now. So this could be such a surprise, nobody expects it. Okay, deadline. Waste a mana trading it. Sure. Scupper a beast, I don't even care. Okay. We're coming out of this one strong. Ooh, they're trying to gain the armor, they go for the kill. Is this lethal? No, we can matriarch though. Kinda like that. So I have 1, 3, 5. Right, 1, 3, 5, 7, 10. Okay. A little bit of this. If they don't kill Matriarch, I can also get an even bigger bless effect. Okay. This should be enough pressure to seal the deal. I feel. Maybe.
My grip tightens.
Remorseless? Storm? I mean, they're going so far out of their way here. Death Strike. Annoying, but we'll take it. You don't like my new one, Elmers? I think it's time. They've already used a fish and a bunch of spells, so... Just for corpses. That's actually cool. The double scrap with the bless? I really like that. Little 69 head. And I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 corpses on board. Soul searching. Oh, they soul searching. Oh, they soul searching, alright. Oh, they soul... oh, they soul searching, alright. Hey, elements! Where did this come from? No. Wait, they don't get the kill? Would you guys frost strike your 1/1? I think so, right? There's quite a few. Yeah, draw, another corpsicle, marrow manipulator, even the weapon, right? So 3/3 lethals, and draw helps me sustain as well. Yeah, marrow manipulator is the 6-mana girl. Tessarian deals 2 and gives you 2 corpses as well, and makes it so that there's a 50-50 that there's a small chance that you just win anyway as well.
Holy fire.
None shall escape.
I mean, corpsicle is great and all, but I think we do this. I want it later, and I have double Harbinger, so it's not too difficult to find it, hopefully, in this deck. Right, that's about 3 cards that draw it. I mean, with this hand, nothing gets past my hounds. Yeah, I've got 3 in this deck, and they've honestly been so strong. Strong early game tempo, still so strong. I mean, I'm not even sure I won the 3rd one. Yeah, this card I think is the best 2-drop. Like, by it's crazy. This is like insta-pick level of quality. This card. It works with so many other premium cards, and also is great curve, and it has rush. It gives you corpses. It works with Horizon's Edge. Like, my opponent had to hero power, was forced into another hero power, and I had coin premium 2 into legendary, just even into 2/3s. Ben, just over 2 turns maybe. We even got that. So this is weird, but I'm gonna do this and then pause, say oops,
What a waste.
and go face. It's not the minion they want to kill because it has low attack, high health, which is very bad for their 1/1s. I didn't see Doug there, John. Like, they probably want to kill this, and maybe this if they have another effect. Like killing the 1/1 instead of the 2/2. 8 buffs, no spells.
The light dims, but we fight.
Frost Strike or Dreadhound? Probably Dreadhound. Not at the cost of pushing that 10 though, Elrich. I wanted to, but now I won't. Thread carefully, Jen. GG, 10 wins, double Ds. But my painter virtue, Mr. Streamer. Mate. There's Sniffer Hay, which it looks cute and is also creepy when used by half of chat. Licky is another level, man. Use Licker. Yeah, and the Taskmaster. And we actually spoke about this pick, by the way, right? We actually spoke about picking Taskmaster on purpose because of Bless. And we're in trouble. I could, but now it's only a 1-in-1 out because the Marrow Manipulator and the weapon aren't out mana-wise. And if I whiff, they probably heal another 10, taking me fully out of range. Because they have the 6 on board, the 2 from the weapon, and then the 2 they're gonna get from the next buff they get on their mini. This also stops them from swinging the weapon for a buff, because, well, they die. Have I solved the meta? No, why? I mean, there's no real solving. Have another plushie? Another plushie would save them. Good? I wouldn't consider that good, to be honest. This is where they have to think about taking 10 though, right? I think. Unless they have a 3-layer taunt. Now they hit me with the 8. They actually win, I think. Just crazy how nullified it is. How much heals that? 6, 12, 18, 24 with 8 to come in, 32. And 6 from the thing, 38. Just don't have a way around these. Right? Only hit the reset button, yeah. Like going face is just useless.
I have but little time.
This might help me get through, but I mean, just because my opponent has a good deck, and I mean, I have the ability to say their barcode if I really want, nothing really changes. The second Corpsicle missed lethal? Oh, on Elrich's turn. That's maybe true. Maybe true. No, so Frost Strike doesn't discover a Frost spell, it discovers a Frost Rune card, BZ. By the way. There's a little difference as well.
I need a vacation from my vacation.
So they don't go for the 8-8. So I took Marrow Manipulator as a maybe high roll 13 face with Corpsicle and Marrow Manipulator through taunt. So they have what, a 3-3 rush and a 2-2 rush, so they can kill my 5-5 and gain 5 health. Right, or are they both 2-2s? They're both 2/2s. Okay. So this is interesting because I really want a Marrow Manipulator.
Don't sweat it. Next on the chopping block.
It's something I can afford to. I think we have to reset the game.
I do.
Well then, they have 2 more +3/+3 minions to go through. So this gives me a good marrow into their 8/8 taunt, hopefully. If it one hit...
You'll see a rare specimen.
Muckle's Fairy Tale, acceptable. They were busy. Wait, aren't you driving? I thought you were driving, Major. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Always rough. 12-1 aggro rogue DK. First stroke 12. Horizon Conman. Horizon Conman is very nice. When they go for the evolve. That gives me remorse. Less. Wish I had 1 more mana. It's weird. I think I have to kill off this 4/4. Make this a 9/9. Heal it up to a 9/3. The other option is to play Marrow here, but I can't heal this, and I think healing it is important.
Let's see, what do I
More than saving this. This is more important than Soul Stealer. Yes, it is, Saint. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, it looks pretty. You have the foam render and the triple horizons as well, Leo. Very nice. Very nice, man. Congrats. They have 1 more buffed minion, right? That's why I'm protecting this 9/3, because I also know they have that 8/8 Teddy thing. Unfortunately, I've already had to use my cheese, so I don't really have a win con except Corpse Kill, but they just heal out of full range. Why are we playing so passively? What would you have me do, Charlie? I played as aggressively as I could, and then they represented about 7 million healing, so what do you want me to do? Like, what's the passive? I could push 4 face and then lose 9 next turn and die. That's like the other option I have here. I'm playing as aggressive as I could, actually, in my opinion. I don't think I can play more aggressively than this. Like, just stripping everything face, knowing that they're gonna heal back to full and they can value trade everything is just insta-losing, right? Like, I just lose the next turn. It's not winning if I drop them to 17 and then die.
Hold it in mind.
Maybe have to heal this again. I think this needs to happen though, unfortunately. The question is, do I Corpsicle or do I Matriarch? I think I Corpsicle. Gives me the potential out of, if they play a 10-10 Healy boy here, maybe I can marrow them to death. They're just gonna go back to full, right? Again. I don't have any way of answering it. The best I can do is Knight Captain plus Remorseless and only heal them for 10, but I lose my strong minion, and they're still back up to 20. A Silver Moon Brochure could actually be amazing. Stop the heal entirely. That's probably actually one of the better stuff that I can get. They're struggling, but they do have at least 2 taunts in their at least 3 taunts in their hand. Maybe that was a reason to pick Soul Stealer instead of Matriarch.
The toy store belongs to the knight. You have a fraction of my power.
$16, $17, $18, $19, $21, $22, $27. They actually have lethal set up as well. Yeah, I might start with Remorseless though. I don't know, I can drop them to 6 and believe in this. Well, I'd have to believe in this first, but I think I have to Remorse.
Shatter their bones!
I know they have the last resort 10-10 lifesteal, right? So I have to then risk the marrow. Basically, right? That's my thinking. What they can do is take 1 damage with their hero power and full clear here, unfortunately. So maybe I shouldn't have played the Matriarch. It was a little bit of a rope panic, but I think I should have just played the keychain, no Matriarch. To be honest. Force that contention. Although it does force the trade, right? It does force them to use 2 mana. It's another 3 taunts in hand. One of them was Tarim. Wait, how did they discover 4 again? Yeah, but the 1-1 contested the 3-1 the same way, right? The only thing playing the Matriarch does is force them to hero power. The other side of this is silence and then -2, -2, right?
My rule is
80.
eternal.
No, I actually think they have way more than 80 health. I think I just corpse kill heal.
My rule is eternal.
The issue, I go down to 5. I still have just enough. Lethal. I mean, it could be lethal, but I could also be throwing by doing it. At least not your bud, just your earbuds. Manipulator 4 times. I only needed to go 3, but the odds of manipulator are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 each. I'm just trying to see if there's a world where I can set up a threads, essentially.
Access denied.
That's game. This guy honestly healed for like, what, 7,854, literally? Why was it? How did I have 100% lethal? Please. Corpse into 3/3 with threads. So they had a 3/3, a 3/3, a 3/3, and a 5/5. If I corpse, I kill a 3/3. Nothing dies, Kekra. Everything takes 1 damage. That's not how threads works. Everything takes 1 damage. They have a 3/2, a 3/2, and a 5/4 on board. And I play Marrow. And it's likely to still not go face, but I also can't corpsicle face. So they're at 8 health and they have 4 minions. Right. Yeah, so threads deals 1 AoE for each minion that dies. If I threads and I hit the 3/3, everything takes 1 damage. They all still have the death rattle, but that's about it. GG. I would have won this game if I didn't lose. That's true. That's true. That's true. I think we played it really well. I mean, I think honestly their deck is like crazy good, and they also drew crazy well and discovered really well as well. Because they also had to have both of their plushies. In their hand early, both of them getting +3/+3 with the Painter's Virtue and the Painter's Virtue, right? And that's probably why they accepted falling behind early, knowing their hand was double plushie Painter's Virtue, right? You did have lethal 20 minutes ago? Not necessarily though, Elish. I think that's an incorrect play though, right? Like you might say, oh sure, Frost Strike gave you Corpsicle, but I don't think that's how it works. I think it's not pre-packaged. Just because it gave you Corpsicle 2 minutes later on the next turn doesn't mean it would have the previous time, right? But yeah, there was a chance for lethal, but I was in a position where I should be winning the long game, and if I take that risk, I'm actually telling myself I lose 90% of the time. And just because I hit the 10% doesn't mean it's the correct play, right? Chance of discovering corpse with cross strike? I don't know. 10%? 20% maybe? No, Elrich is right that if I went for the Frost on turn 6, if I went for the Frost Strike, discover Corpsicle and shot both Corpsicle's face, it was lethal. But if I don't hit Corpsicle, suddenly I've left them with a 6-5 heal and I lose. So it was basically a situation where if you judge that you have a higher than 10 to 20% chance of winning the game, then you shouldn't take that risk. Whereas if you think you're losing more, you're more likely to lose, then you take that risk. That's what I was thinking about with the Marrow Manipulator in the end. There was a lot of thinking as to what are the odds I win the game from here versus what are the odds the Marrow Manipulator goes face. The odds the Marrow Manipulator goes face 5 times are 1 in 5 to the power of 5. Which is so low that it's not worth the risk, in my opinion. It's actually more likely that I win naturally by my opponent having 6 horrible cards in their hand. No, 5 to the power of 5, not 5 times 5. Right? John, I think. Maybe someone can correct me there. Well, this is all intuition to me, Elrich, but I'm just sort of... Since we're discussing the fine lines... this was... Oh, it's not power, it's just times 5. Okay. So 1, 1, 2, 5. Still. 5 targets, all 5 go face. Yeah, it's 1 on 5 times 1 on 5. Exactly, so it is 5 to the power of 5 then. Challenger. It is to the power of 5. That's to the power of 5. 1 on 5 times 1 on 5. It is to the power of 5 then. This was a very interesting run. This is a very interesting run. I think 9 is solid. I think this deck was really good. But I think it was like a weird one. Where it had like 2 really interesting win cons. The Gorgon Zormu cheese and like the Corpsicle burn. And everything else was about like making those more likely to win. Chip in, and generating corpses. Stalling, threads, helm, soul stealer, whilst corpsicling face. Or even then, they're just those games where we just coin Gorgon Zormu, held our own, and bam, cheese, GG. I have a cool run at that. I'll probably put up on YouTube, because I also was explaining a lot of my thinking process, so it's like, even though I think it's a very good deck, I think it's still educational in a way. And you don't get to see Priest very often either. Corpse management, infinite damage, cheese, DK Priest. With the Bless scrap, that was actually very interesting that we spoke about it in the draft, right? Seeing that sort of come to life a couple times. Unfortunately, even though it really was pivotal in the last game, it also ended up not mattering, but I have a really interesting one. On YouTube, little educational run. Try to do a little bit of everything. New class combo, a lot of discussion in this one. May not be for everyone, but if you're here right now, it probably was for you. So if you enjoyed it, do like the video to catch some more runs like this. Sub to my channel to check out some more runs as well. And thank you for watching as always.